Hi and welcome to the VPN Club YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to answer a simple question. Is ExpressVPN safe or is ExpressVPN safe to use? To answer this question, I'll cover 6 key points that should give you some good indications. Before I start, I invite you to like this video, subscribe to our channel and click the notifications button if you enjoy our content. This will mean a lot to us and help us create even more useful content. First, let's check the level of encryption. An important factor to consider is how strong the encryption is. Stronger encryption is harder to break, obviously, and offers better security. 256-bit encryption is standard in the VPN industry, although some providers offer less secure 128-bit encryption. As you can read here, ExpressVPN uses AES with 256-bit keys, which is recommended by the US government and trusted by security experts worldwide to protect classified information. What this means is that when you connect to an ExpressVPN server, your connection is encrypted, making your internet traffic unreadable. For that, ExpressVPN uses the AES 256 CBC cipher, which is the gold standard in the VPN industry. You will be given access to the server through the use of the SHA 512 hash function, which scrambles your credential into 512 binary digits. In other words, meaningless chunks of data for any outsider. The SHA 512 hash function is actually above industry standards. Most VPNs use SHA 256. SHA 512 is more secure, thus granting you much better safety and making it much more difficult to crack for anyone trying to get in. So, a very high level of encryption, that's exactly what we're looking for. Now let's talk about protocols. VPN protocols are quite important as well. They are the core technology that dictates how your data is routed to the VPN server. There are a variety of major VPN protocols and they are not created equal. With ExpressVPN, you have the choice between 4 different protocols. Lightway, which is ExpressVPN's next generation protocol, optimized for speed, security, and reliability. It can be used on both TCP and UDP ports. OpenVPN, which is a mature and robust piece of open source software, offering a good combination of speed and security. It is a versatile protocol that can be used on both TCP and UDP ports. IKEv2, which is the best option for mobile devices for seamless switching between mobile and cellular data without the need to manually reconnect. It is fast, but may not work on all networks. L2TP IPsec, which significantly increases the security and privacy of users with strong cryptographic algorithm and keys. This protocol is useful for anonymization and changing locations when other protocols don't work. So, quite a few options. Then let's talk about servers. Many VPN providers are merely renting the servers provided to their users. This means they only manage them by installing custom software, leaving some control to the third party owning the data center. This can easily backfire, as you can imagine. While ExpressVPN owns all their IP addresses, they do work with third-party data centers. Their job is to maintain the servers, but they have no access to the information on them. This seems to work for ExpressVPN, as they haven't suffered any data breach, unlike some other VPN providers. Additionally, the trusted server technology they use makes it physically impossible to store data logs because the servers are running only on RAM. This technology allows the data to be exchanged at extremely high rates and instantly purges the data the moment it's not in use. The data is not permanently saved as there aren't any disk drives. This makes ExpressVPN much safer than a lot of competitors. Now let's talk about security features and more particularly about the kill switch. An effective kill switch can make a huge difference. Imagine you're trying to remain anonymous online, but your VPN connection drops. In that case, you will expose your IP address, location, and more, and you wouldn't even know about it. That's where the kill switch comes in. A kill switch is an option that automatically cuts off your internet connection when your VPN connection stops working. It is therefore a security feature to ensure that your personal data is not accidentally compromised and that you keep your confidentiality no matter what. ExpressVPN's kill switch, called Network Lock, creates a block so strict that your device gets cut off from the local network. It is also possible to set it up in such a way that it also disables specific apps. Now let's check the logging policy. This is probably the most important issue to consider when looking at a VPN provider. This will tell you what information the company stores about your online activities, so it's essential to check this in order to protect your privacy. You want a VPN provider with a zero-log policy, which means they don't save information about the websites you visit or the files you download. Well, good news, ExpressVPN has a strict no-log policy. This means that they do not keep any activity or connection logs, so they don't log your IP addresses, browsing history, metadata, and so on, unlike some other VPNs. As you can see here, it has been audited by PricewaterhouseCoopers, a leading audit firm. They found that they are true to their word. They really do not keep logs of your online activities. If you want to learn more, you can read this article. Then let's check the country of origin. ExpressVPN has offices in several countries, but the company is headquartered in the British Virgin Islands, and this is a good thing. You should indeed avoid VPNs based in any of the 14 ICE countries. These include the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, France, the Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Italy, and Spain. In these countries, local security agencies can indeed compel a VPN provider to disclose its users' data. As explained here, they are based and operate under the jurisdiction of the British Virgin Islands. There is no mandatory data retention law in the British Virgin Islands, so they don't need to store logs, which is perfect for a VPN provider. So by now, you should have a better idea. ExpressVPN is definitely one of the safest VPNs on the market. It is an excellent VPN that uses secure AES 256 encryption, offers a highly secure VPN protocol called Lightway, and backs its zero-log policy with an independent audit by a top audit firm, namely PricewaterhouseCoopers. There are also some extra cybersecurity features, including DNS leak protection, so you never have to worry about your confidential information leaking and third parties spying on it. To give it a try, visit vpn-club.com/express or click on the link located in the description under this video. With our link, you will take advantage of a 49% discount and 3 months free. Note that ExpressVPN offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, which means that you can sign up, try the service for several weeks without any limit, and then request a refund if you wish. Alright, that's all for today. Now you know how safe ExpressVPN is. So, is ExpressVPN safe? Is ExpressVPN safe to use? The answer is yes, it definitely is. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them below, and I will answer them as soon as possible. If you like this video, if you found it useful, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and click the notifications button. Thanks and see you next time.